Simple as you get it. When they say your blood sugar is high, in the cell, use this water. It's an infant. So I had to break out, I had to take away the. If you want us to advertise the water, you give us, you see us. So I had to remove the whatever. So this is what the cell looks like. The cell has an inside, has an outside. So this cell is invisible. It has something inside it also. You know. So everything in your body, when you break it into small pieces, the smallest form that can exist as an individual is a cell. You know, and then the body will need sugar. So when sugar shows up here, of course, around here is blood. Blood comes here. Blood doesn't necessarily enter inside. The things blood. The things he brought will come here. And then by diffusion and osmosis, they will cross this cell membrane and go inside. Now, sugar shows up here. But sugar is needed for the activity of this cell. So sugar shows up. Some of it will go inside, some will stay outside, depending on what is needed. And then that's what happens. The problem with diabetes is we have a lot of sugar in the blood, but there's not inside it. So it's almost like this is just what it is. So now that there's sugar outside a lot, and inside needs sugar, the person, if you put a drop of water on the thing, I take a kilo of sugar to use to soak the water. That's the same thing that happens. If you put a lot of sugar outside this place, and this membrane, this cell is permeable, and that's how material is sent through the cell out through. What will happen is that this water that will be here, that is inside the cell, will come out. Sugar will draw the water out. You to draw it out until there's no water here again. So as the sugar is drawing the water out, you will feel it thirsty because the cell needs water. So to send you a message and say, please, you want water. It may not tell you see what's happening. To tell you I need water. And then you'll be drinking water. That's what these people are directing test. They keep drinking water. And as you're drinking water, the water is coming and speed because that's what the cell wants. But once the water gets here, the sugar will take it again out. So the person is permanently tested. And because they're drinking too much, they'll keep peeing. You know? And when you're dehydrated at the level of the cell, and imagining in your head that this cell gets in your with injury, what this is a healthy cell needs to recover is even more than what healthy cell uses. Because small work required to fix injury. But the problem is that the healthy cell didn't get sugar. Your healthy cell now, of course, the need for sugar is more, but the sugar is still not coming. The need for water is more, but the water is still not coming. So sugar does not cross the membrane and get to the water. But it not just that, it collects the water that's inside and it's down. So you're hungry and thirsty. You are starving and you're famished and you're dehydrated at the level of the cell. So people are diabetic have polyphagia. They keep wanting to eat. This is why they keep wanting to eat. The food you're eating is not getting to the cell. You're eating. The water you're drinking got to the cell and went back into the blood. Because there's a lot of sugar in the blood. So you soak the water and it. Because water goes towards salt and sugar. Why is the thing not? What's the problem? Why is that sugar packing outside? The reason is there is a membrane transporter for sugar called insulin. Insulin is the one that comes here and makes it easy for communication of sugar. When you split sugar, some of it go into the cell. Once there is a melanin, you go to the same insulin and go and store as fat. So you put in the cell, you store as fat. Put in the cell, let's keep this in. Let's not get fat. Because storage, fat is stored, and fat is stored. When insulin is problematic, what happens is sometimes you see that they lose weight. Because there's no fat going on. At the same time, there's nothing happening in the cell. So there's no sugar for using the cell. There's no water because sugar is taking sugar is in the blood, it's taking all the water out. And then you can't have an injury. So the injury will not now heal. So if you just picture yourself with an injury in your leg or your hand, and your body salt inside there, when they say they adding salt feeding, that's what diabetes is, adding sugar to you. Years ago, when you test someone diabetic, is testing their urine and this salt. So this sugar, yeah. So the sugar, that your own the sugar science. So you know him, you know him. That's why certain things now see for very long. They now create other problems. How do you make sure that you don't have this problem where insulin? Some people they were born with a problem that took away the insulin. No, that's not their fault. That's a way to fix that problem when it happens. If you want to know, you have somebody who had that problem, you were diagnosed. Of course, when you are diagnosed, you can be treated. But if you're interested in me doing it myself, you give me a call at a number. Thanks to the institution. You can talk to me there. But the one that happens because you like sugar so much and you're very dormant, don't move in the morning. And by move, I mean exercise. I don't mean going to work or clicking hours to work. Because even that one man can also have sugar. Stress. People stress themselves and say that they are working, they are exercising. Told somebody later, he said, the kind of work I do, the man used to climb stairs for hours. I say, after about 1 hour, those types of activities do from exercise to stress. And when you're stressing yourself, what happens is that another one is capitalized that adds more sugar for you in the blood. Because the assumption is that the man is doing work in issue. You know. But let's say you even have a problem already of sugar going past there, and then more sugar is added to it. So stress does not even help glycemic control. It does not. It worsens it. You know. So the way to avoid this problem is by exercising in the morning when there is not even enough sugar here outside. So you're putting the body under stress in a very short window. You're not walking because you're young person, you're running now, you know, and you're sweating. So that type of metabolic demand you're placing on the body when there's even no food will make the cell bring in as much sugar as possible with a lot of speed and keep this passage sharp. Another way to think about it is the door. If you have a room like this, you have another room, there's a door in between. That door is used to be. The other room is where the sugar is. Then this room behind is itself. So there's a lot of sugar inside that place. And there's a door that's supposed to be open and allow sugar to flow in. If that door is not open, you have food outside. Just as you're eating, food is coming into that other room. But can't get it. You know. And the door is insulin. So if you exercise in the morning, what happens is when there's even no food there, and you're placing a demand on this cell, or the cell is asking for sugar because it is doing work to support the exercise you're doing, it will slam this door open and teach this door to stay open and make this door do its function because it needs food and there's no food. But when people are diabetic, what they've done to themselves is they've loaded themselves so much with sugar. They've loaded themselves so much with inactivity that the door that transmits sugar when you want it and lose it is almost idle because there's always sugar there. There's always sugar there. After a while, it's when insulin sensitivity reduces. So the guy becomes, and then it's also good. Now you don't have to take salt or you have to take the insulin. Depending on even what, if we are really insulin, insulin not sensitive again. Sometimes we bring this insulin, it still doesn't help us. So you put us in a situation where we are giving all types of things, 5 days, 6 days, sugar levels are still very high. And the cell, one thing is there is sugar, there is food, there is water, but the cell is not smart. So the person is dehydrated and they are drinking water. The person is starving, but they are eating. That's what everyone wants. So prevention, again, will be the part of all. You know, I'm going to have to exercise before you eat in the morning. I'm going to have to exercise every morning as a young person. If I'm walking, I say that's exercise for me. Wait, hold on. And you cannot do it for 1 hour. Like, 30 minutes to 1 hour. You go beyond 1 hour, it becomes stress. The thing now becomes counterproductive. People want to be dissipated and then should have added to the system. You know, you're trying to teach yourself how to function in minimal amount of sugar. to make the passage route very sharp. So by the time you bring the sugar when you eat in the morning, all misses. Of course, kneading the sugar first. So you drop it is used. Rather than dropping all the time, you drop it is used slow. And then glue the insect. So that's for that.